Hi, this is Sophie from Graham's HiFi. We are doing our first unboxing video and we have the brand new Linn Klimax DSM 3, which has just arrived to us, and we're going to have a quick look at it. This is a very exciting product because of the incredible launch that Linn did recently. The box looks really great. I have to admit, it's a very chic looking box. I understand from Linn that it is in actual fact just to cover over a much tougher box, which is good because our one suffered maybe a rougher trip to us than we would have hoped. So it looks really nice from the outside, very solid. If I just unclip things here. There we go. So, box to one side. Okay, so we've got our accessories in the top layer here. Standard mains lead, of course. Linn's really good silver interconnects. And then we've got a remote control, which will be one of Linn's flat remote controls. I'd get some batteries with that. And then we have just the safety information rather than a manual. And then as a reveal, here we go. So here is the DSM in the flesh. I'll just move that to there. And it's very, very heavy. And it does look absolutely gorgeous. I have to admit, the video that we saw of it before now was it didn't quite get across how it was going to look, but I have to admit it looks hugely better. It is gorgeous. This, if I just tilt this up here, you've got these concentric rings going on the outside, which are really nice. Linn have mentioned that it is supposed to be like the grooves of a record. And I mean, like all Klimax equipment, it's beautiful to the touch. That sort of solid milled aluminium billet is really nice. And the two sort of tone finish that you've got is gorgeous. Obviously from the front you've got this mirrored glass panel. So it's very clean looking, as you would kind of hope, but it definitely succeeds where that is concerned. And then you've got the volume dial on the top here. So you've got left, right, up, down on there as well. And Linn have said that they've got 100 LEDs lighting up the volume strip here. And obviously that's going to give you a couple of different sort of bits of information. And obviously that goes on and off when you're not using it, as is with the Select and the Magic, which obviously this is following in the footsteps visually. Obviously it's a lot nicer than both of those, but it's a touch more expensive as well. You've got your sort of 6 solid aluminium switches, and they feel really good to the touch actually. I have to admit the Klimax, as you would hope, is really nice for that. The dial also turns very nicely as well, which is always nice to see. And then if we flip it around, you've got your inputs here, outputs, so you've got both RCA and XLR. It's nice that you've actually got XLR on these as well, so you can really sort of take advantage of that. You've got your Ethernet and an optical Ethernet input, which is very unusual. You don't really see many of those. Much better performance, but you really don't see much optical Ethernet stuff on the market. Maybe Linn are looking to the future and know something we don't. You've got an optical input, and you've got a couple of coaxial digital inputs as well. Now, one of these coaxial inputs can be an output as well, which is interesting. I'm not exactly sure why. Obviously, you could go into a separate DAC. I'm not sure why you'd want to, given the quality of this is likely to be something else, but it's there nevertheless. Exact links for Linn Exact speakers. They were never going to leave that off. And then we've got the AV variant with our 4 HDMI in and single HDMI out. Obviously, you can just run a single HDMI cable from your TV to give you audio back from there. And then obviously you've got this, it's a seamless sort of look here. If we look underneath, we have engineer who actually made this particular one, and they sign every single one of these. And then your on-off switch. From the front, you do have a nice symmetry between above and below the unit itself. So if you've just got it in a piece of racking, it's gonna really stand out and look fantastic in that sense. So obviously we need to have a listen to this, and we will be posting our thoughts on that. But if if you're interested in having a listen or anything along those lines, please feel free to give us a call, and we'd be happy to book a time when lockdown finishes and provide it. So yeah, we hope to see you next time. Thank you very much.